First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hurts. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I'm not lying.
Here's Walker. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go. And I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Come on. 60 vices.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass to 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. season. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Fields. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On fourth down, Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hurts throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. go play action with Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Chargers hit 9-3 here on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant time.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Grover Stewart coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never brought the play action fake.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Alurican. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. These two teams all tied after one. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle with Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Get back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They snap it to Fields. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
In motion goes the tight end. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. The This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
70 Rangers. Nothing 19.
On first down, Hurts. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Fields. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Foyesade American.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ken Walker with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Fields now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Grover Stewart picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Fields going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 79 yards. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
On second and goal, Fields. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Barkley will score. Touchdown, Miami. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Let's go now.
First
Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Walker with another carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they take a knee. That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles.
Work a plan now. Can't I remember